stabilizing force. And of all the forces that are needed at this time, this is the most vital.
Yeah, I get this, at least intellectually, but the doing of it's another thing. I mean, maybe this is too extreme of an example, but if there are food shortages and rioting in the streets breaks out, or the economy really, like goes into meltdown, or, how do we remain as stable forces? I mean, wouldn't it be natural to get kind of caught up in the chaos since it affects us? And I think it'd be very hard to remain in the heart or express a love-centered life in the midst of this kind of chaos, at least.
I'm not predicting there'll be chaos, though it's a possibility. Much of the catastrophic events that were possible components of the birth pangs of Earth have been mitigated already, as enough people are on the planet to stabilize it. This, by the way, is a significant reason for what some people would call overpopulation. In reality, it requires a very large human population on the planet to get a stabilizing force, energetically speaking, to entrain a higher order field on the planet. Yes, the difficulty you speak of is true. If there were riots in the street, or the internet shut down for a few days, or if government suddenly announced extraterrestrials are indeed real, these kinds of events would have profound implications to our social order. It would be like turning it upside down for a while, and in this state of disorder, it'd be hard to think, act, and express outside of the social reaction, especially with the media fanning the flames of fear and apprehension. And yet, this is precisely what you will be asked to do. Whenever you feel your ability to radiate the love-centered life is in jeopardy or diminishment, you need only to call on your higher self to replenish it, to tap into the reservoir of love and compassion that surrounds you at all times.
James, how does one call on the higher self or tap into this reservoir you speak of? Is there a technique you recommend?
It's a fair question, but there are no formulas in this regard, Mark, or at least not ones that in my view are effective. Let me answer you this way. If the people of our world knew only the condition of sleep, it would be logical that they would then fear the dawn. The people would wonder, what is the strange light that awakens us? This is the time when spirit is victorious over the forces of materialization, and it will emerge with a calm supremacy that's the signature of its source. And this emergence is like the dawn, as light falls over our world and stirs people awake. Sometimes this light will stir turmoil and unrest, but this is only because people have been asleep for so long that they fear the changes that this light brings, as they know, at a deeper level, that these changes are profound and lasting and carry with them a responsibility that they themselves must adopt or be left behind, in a sense. Those who are truly awake, they'll see these tumultuous times as demonstrations of this light, and it will not evoke survival instincts or run-and-hide tactics of despair. And they'll feel a new power that comes to them unbidden, in the sense that they don't call for it consciously, but it will flow over them nonetheless, like a new current of energy, and they will anchor it, share it, and experience it like never before. You see, I could give you this technique or that, but in the end, it's really just a string of words. Instead, what I've shared is the spirit behind the words, the force behind the object. And this, in my opinion, is more valuable. So listen if you want to this spirit force, as it will inform you and keep you focused on the mission that you came to be part of and to achieve as a collective intelligence. I think that's enough for this session, Mark.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand.
Yes, let's stretch our legs and refresh ourselves a bit.
Okay, signing off. We'll pick up on session 3, and, well, it doesn't matter to you listening because it's all, there's no time pause, but for your sake, James, we'll start in about another 10-15 minutes, okay?
No, that's fine, Mark.